eyelids flutter when he slammed into the editor's ass one last time. Then I saw Larry's cum face, a weird combination of ugly and beautiful. He stood nearly motionless, his crotch pressed tight against the editor's ass as I continued pounding into the man's oral cavity. And then I came. My own cum face, probably just as weird a combination of expressions as Larry's, and I fired a thick stream of warm cum against the back of the editor's throat. Surprisingly, he swallowed every drop. The lead pressman pulled out first and tucked his rapidly deflating Cyan shaft into his underwear as he pulled up his blue work pants, tucked in his sky blue uniform shirt, and fastened his belt. The editor released his oral grip on my own deflating cock and pushed himself off the couch. There's a private restroom included as part of the customer lounge so that our clients don't need to mingle with employees while attending to their private functions, and Carlton slipped into it to rinse his mouth and wipe away the cyan ink before it could paint the inside of his briefs. That left Larry and I to stare at each other for a moment while I tucked my cock into my pants and zipped up. Larry really knows his reproduction equipment. As lead pressman on the second shift, he's responsible for the operation of a 2-story tall, block-long web offset press and the crew that operates it. What I hadn't known until I'd walked in on him butt-fucking the magazine editor was that he also knew his way around the ass end of a desk jockey. Larry didn't say anything as he zipped up his fly and left me alone in the customer lounge. Carlton stepped out of the restroom a moment later. He had straightened his clothes and pushed his blonde hair back into place. As if nothing unusual had just happened, he said, "Your lead pressman seems to be on top of things. Our previous printer never provided me with such personalized service." I opened my mouth to speak, but nothing came out. Carlton added with a smile, "Your input was equally impressive." I turned to the press proof lying in the light booth. The 16-page signature included the magazine's center spread. "Did you approve the color?" "I thought the cyan ink coverage was a little heavy," Carlton said. Larry convinced me otherwise. "So you're finished here?" I suggested as I turned off the light booth. "Can I take you back to your hotel?" Carlton grabbed his valise and followed me out of the building to my car, an SUV I'd purchased the week after my promotion. On the short drive to the hotel where Carlton was staying, he asked how long I'd been with the printing company. "About a dozen years," I said, "ever since high school graduation." I told him about my years working in pre-press and about my recent promotion to customer service representative. "Good customer service means attending to your clients' every need," Carlton said. "I'm learning that. Their needs can be as simple as providing an appropriate selection of toiletries in the restroom to having drinks with the client while his publication is on press." At first I didn't catch what Carlton meant, but part of it became obvious when he rested his hand on my thigh. My cock reacted to his touch and it shifted position in my chinos. "I have a bottle of Jack Daniels in my room," Carlton said as I pulled my SUV into the hotel parking lot, "and it's no fun to drink alone." After parking, I followed the editor to his third-floor room and sat in the room's only comfortable chair while my host retrieved the whiskey bottle from his luggage. He cracked the seal, poured 3 fingers each into a pair of water glasses, and handed one of the glasses to me. "So, what did you do in pre-press?" "I was a stripper," I said. "One of the last the company trained to strip film. Now everything's electronic." Carlton unbuttoned his shirt as we talked. He peeled it off and tossed it on the bed. "I hope you don't mind," he said, "but I need to step into the shower." He handed me the bottle and let me add another 3 fingers to my glass as he continued removing his clothes. I'd not gotten a good look at Carlton in the customer lounge while the second shift lead pressman had him bent over the back of the couch, but I did as he peeled away the last of his underthings. He had a thick cock and a heavy ball sack, and the entire area had been shaved clean a few days earlier so that it sported a patch of blonde stubble.